So it's 2024, and we still may be stuck with trying to figure out what broker we should rely on so we can use the trading platform MetaQuotes. Honestly, truthfully speaking, mainly for my US clients, we should really explore our options. And I'm gonna give you a couple options that you can try out that I am doing and I believe is beneficial for all of us, even if you're outside. So one thing is if you trade index like US 30, NASDAQ 100, S&P 500, or anything like that, and you're in the USA, but you're like, man, I want to find a broker, a reliable, a trustworthy broker, because maybe you might feel like they don't pay out what it's worth, or you may feel like their servers is janky, or you may feel like the trading platform they using sucks. I came to a idea that we all should just be using something in the trading community called futures or trying futures. And with this ability, for us, especially in the States, we can be way more secured with where our money goes. And here's why. With futures trading, with a lot of brokers, like one broker that I'm with is Iron Beam. You also have TradeStation. You also have TradeVaint, I believe it's called, something like that. But you have a lot of different future broker platforms out. And I truthfully feel like you should go with these because for those that's always hounding and asking about, can we deposit money into these brokers with our debit card or with our bank account? You can't do that with an unregulated broker. You know, being in the States, you can't. It's only crypto only, right? And a lot of us got used to it, of course, but we still feel iffy. Maybe because we like, I don't know if it's gonna get sent or it might not all get sent, or also there's fees involved, which we all absolutely hate. So the moment I got with Iron Beam, I noticed that they allow ACH transfers. They allow you to send money directly from your bank account to the broker. And that was a wow factor to me. And some of you guys might be like, well, damn, you just now noticing this. I know I'm super late. But for those that's like me and was lost in the sauce, I feel like this is huge for us because we have, for one, the benefit to make sending money to the broker super efficient and easy with the less of a hassle. And then two, we also can trust this more because it's a USA regulated broker where we know that at least ideally we should be fine with how our money is being traded in the back end. And then three, the benefit is, of course, you don't have to worry about being in a different country or being here and then trading in a completely different country because some jurisdiction might have had change and we don't know anything about it because we're super late because we're not in the actual country. But if you trade indices, like I said, if you trade indices, this is probably going to be the best option. I trade commodities. I'm a big oil trader and a big indice trader. So it just makes sense for me to hop into the bandwagon in the future side because, like I said, these brokers, they're regulated in the States. Also, you get the benefit to transfer money over like it's super efficient. And here's the biggest pro. You can actually use TradingView, which of course costs a little bit more to actually trade through TradingView with some of these brokers, but it's the fact that they have this option here. The option is you can literally go into, let's say, Iron Beam or TradeStation, and then you can put money to your account. You do have to pay for a data fee, which is something I'm gonna talk about in a little bit. But you put money in your account, and then you have different options. You can trade an Ninja. You can trade, I believe, Thinkorswim. They might have it in there. They got their own trading platform in there. But it gives you the benefit to go out there and trade with different platforms. And I know some of them even allow MetaQuotes, which we're all familiar with. But I feel like it's a new era. We need to start evolving ourselves into different platforms so we can get accustomed to new stuff because once again, you don't know if this trading platform is going to be here. And some of these trading platforms have different innovative technology and different tools that you can use to perfect your trading skills, to perfect your trading style. And I feel like Mattercoast is good because it's been out for the longest, and a lot of us understand the back end and the front end. But let's be honest, their software and the way that it looks is, at least on the web version, that the software is not the best, right? We all, 90% of us that literally trades is analyzing on TradingView anyway. We just need a platform just to hit the buy and the sell button. So if you were to hit the buy and the sell button on one platform, then that would make everything super efficient and simple. So that's why I always say it shouldn't even matter what trading platform, because Metacos at the end of the day, and the reason why I feel like a lot of us love Metacos is because me, and I know I'm not the only one, but me, I trade on, do my analysis on TradingView, and then I take my trade immediately through my phone because I find I just see it super simple. Like if I'm doing TradingView, I pull out my phone and I hit buy or sell. And I think that's the reason why. So the fact that you have the capability to do more, right, is a big thing. So in my opinion, you have other platforms that's super fucking cool. Like you have Trade Locker, right? I know a lot of us love the functionalities that Trade Locker offers, right? It is powered by TradingView. Like I say, we all use TradingView to do our analysis. But if we can have that TradingView functionality coming to the platform where we can also hit the buy and sell button at the same time without us going into different, that's super efficient, right? In my eyes, I'm like buy and sell, buy and sell. So for me, I found I can find that very understandable for what I'm trying to do. Now, let's say you are only trading Forex, because we do have some of y'all that just only trade Forex. I don't trade Forex at all. I might make videos on Forex because, once again, we have this assumption being a Forex trader, meaning that you do trade these certain pairs, or you being in the Forex community, meaning that you margin trade or whatever the whole idea that y'all have. But in my eyes, I see it like this. I don't trade Forex, right? I really don't. I stopped trading Forex or currencies. Let me say that. I stopped trading currencies for a little while, and I just been introduced into indices. And there's so many different ways to trade indices. There's so many different ways to trade commodities, right? Like you have so many different methods of margin trading. And you have the leverage, right? Or you have per micro lots or whatever. You have different ways to make money and to trade it, which makes it very convenient for us. And I feel like if you want to consider yourself a day trader, then you need to understand these different functionalities. You need to understand that, hey, I can go from futures trading to leverage trading to maybe holding trades and so forth. But if you're more of a Forex trader, then you're just tied to just really currency trading. But it's not necessarily leverage trading. I know we all get this confused. Currency trading, right? So ideally, the whole purpose of you trying to maneuver through different platforms is, one, to be able to know how to be comfortable with every different platform out there. So if a situation happened like what had happened, you don't get mind F and figure out like, oh, or can't figure out what you want to do, how you want to do. Or you may feel like, oh, I don't trust this broker. 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 So at the end of the day, you have to understand that in order for you to really make this make sense, you got to really be fully educated. And that's why I started doing a lot of these different podcasts that I'm doing now and talk about these different things, because I feel like that's what's missing in the trading community, especially in the Forex side. And I want to be that person to provide this information. So that being said, if you like to trade indices, you need to also really tap into the future side, especially being in the USA, because ideally it just makes all fucking sense to do it. It just makes all sense to do it. Now, let's say that you're like, nah, I want to stick to Forex trading, leverage trading. My best bet is to try these other different platforms. Don't stick with Mattercoast, because the more that we can adapt to these other trading platforms, and I'm not just speaking out on this just to speak out on this, the more that we can adapt, the more user-friendly that it will become for us. One reason is, if we're all trading, let's say Trade Locker, or we're all using Act Trader, eventually it will come to the point where we can now start coding different bots for EAs, if y'all use EAs, or if y'all use indicators, we can start coding these different indicators or these different bots for specifically, let's say like Trade Locker and Act Trader. And then it can get to the point where we can now have a whole entire system of indicators that works for every platform. Trade Locker, Act Trader, TradingView, MetaQuotes, and so forth. And this is why I feel like it's so important for us to just leave MetaQuotes in the dark, because MetaQuotes ain't gonna do nothing for us if we keep trying to figure out what platform to use for MetaQuotes. Let's just tap into something new, right? You got other platforms out there. You got TradingView. A lot of y'all analyze on TradingView. You have Trade Locker, right? You have Act Trader, and then you have DX Trader, right? Which is a lot of other brokers are using them, but in their own labeling way. But you have all of these different platforms that you can use to be a better trader. And if you guys want to be a better trader, you have to also understand the ability to learn psychology, which once again, something else we can talk about different time, different day. But you got to understand the difference between psychology and understand the difference between risk management and understand the difference between actually different strategies, because the theory of being a successful trader is your psychology, how you handle yourself in the trade, and how you prepare yourself before you get in the trade, which ties down to risk management. So once again, guys, if you want to see more, if you want to go ahead and tap in with a prop firm, that link is down below. You can go ahead and get a 200K account with the discount down below. And other than that, man, I'll see you guys in my next video. If you guys like this, drop a comment. Your boy Solo, I'm out. Peace.